We'll bring on the cozy blankets, flannels, and pumpkins. It is your one-stop shop for all of your home fall decor here at your locally owned Prairie Gardens. I'm hanging out with Brian and Angela. Thanks for sponsoring us today, having us out.
Good.
Okay, fall is here.
Yes, it is.
Let's talk a little bit about what kind of trends we're seeing when it comes to decorating this year.
Okay, we have many themes this year, and we're going to talk about pumpkin spice first, not the coffee. I've already had mine this morning.
Okay.
But it's all about the oranges, the russets, the browns, just the things you would see like in a summer sunset leading into the fall when it gets dark and rich.
Yes.
And there's things like velvets. There's glass, ceramics, and of course we always have things like Angela's showing right there. You know, there's one of your velvet pumpkins, and of course always our design center. So we have something for the front door, something for the table when you come in.
Beautiful. Angela, we are seeing lots of textures, and that even comes in with the blankets and then the other little pumpkins we got behind us.
We've got awesome flannels for throws. Brian's got a nice one behind him here too. Texture differences and just cozy.
What do you think the theme of fall is in this area? This one's the pumpkin spice.
It's just traditional orange. You know, nothing too wacky, but there always is something a little wacky. What can we say?
I would be disappointed if there weren't something here.
And you know, we were just looking at this cute little guy. This little, it could be anything you want. You can use it as a trivet. We were saying you could play pumpkin pickleball.
You can be my partner.
Okay, there we go.
So this is the more traditional route, but then there's also the kind of natural, because fall is all about nature.
It's all about nature, you're correct.
Okay,
and
let's go.
And
Should we
you
go
know
check
we
that
love
out?
our nature.
Yes, we do. Let's go check that out.
Okay.
Okay, so we just talked traditional. Now this is a little bit more non-traditional, but still very natural, very fall.
Absolutely. This is Golden Fields. Now think what's going on this time of year. If you go driving through the country, the beans are starting to turn a little yellow, a little golden. Pretty soon they'll be brown, ready to harvest. And the corn goes through the same process. So that's kind of what this is about, just getting ready for that end of season, getting into November with all the naturals, like the wood tones here, the beads, which are still big, not going away.
I kind of feel like also with this look, with the more neutrals, you can kind of keep this up maybe post-Halloween.
Right. On through Thanksgiving for sure. And actually some of these items, you know, you could use at Christmas, because we'll talk about that in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. But what's neat, even Mother Nature is getting involved with this, because look at this pumpkin. This is a real live pumpkin. It's not orange anymore. You go out to our shrub lot, you see whites, greens, yellows, all sorts of pumpkins. So it's just not the designers. Because, you know, you and I were talking, Mother Nature is the original designer.
She sure is.
And she knows what she's doing.
Yes. Angela, what do you have over there?
A wooden acorn. It's just, you know, following suit with the wooden trend and the beads and the texture differences.
Yes, and you'll see the wheats, again, the coloring, the textures of the pillows. If you're not an orange person, this is for you.
Okay, well, these are all beautiful, and I'm a big fan of the glass pumpkins myself with the little curly tops there. So fun. Okay, so if people are interested, maybe they want to come and do a little spruce up on their fall decor, this is where they need to be, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, we're going to stick around because we've talked fall, but we also have to talk Halloween because this is also your Halloween headquarters. So stick around for that. But if you want to learn more about everything happening here when it comes to your fall decor at your locally owned Prairie Gardens, we'll connect you at ciLiving.tv after today's show. We do appreciate them sponsoring